Hey guys, it's the commissioner here with the reigning champion. This is going to be the week 8 league managers note.
Yeah.
Well, league 8 or week 8. Stephen Thornhill, CJ Ross. How are we doing, guys?
We're doing pretty good.
I'm in good spirits.
Steven's in good spirits. CJ,
Good.
high spirits. Excellent. Well, then let's get right into the matchups here.
How's the champ doing?
All right, so we'll start off with the champs matchup. He wins 6-4-1 at Stephen Thornhill.
Yeah. Good job, Joel. Kudos to you.
Yep.
That'll be mine soon. I'm not worried. Keep it warm for me.
It was a super close matchup.
It was so close. Let me tell y'all about Joel's team. His team is very, very beatable. Okay? Literally. Super close. Not even that serious. I'm not even upset about it. It could have went either way. Joel knows it. Joel smoked all day today because he was worried that his team was going to lose. And it's fine. Because I came out on top at the end of the day.
It was rough. Stephen Thornhill had Conley and Whiteside out. Joel suffered some injuries this week. So
At the end of the week.
At the end of the week, we'll see how it goes. Anything you want to say, champ, other than your trophy hugging?
Yeah, well, when you think about it, so Steven forced my hand to activate Chris Paul when Nikola Jokic went down. And now you're all really fucked. Because instead, I put John Collins on my IR. Jokic, we had a scheduled maintenance week against CJ next week. It's going to be fine. Everything's good. And Chris Paul, who Steven traded to me, just came in there tonight. He nailed 2 threes to just win the fucker for me. And he sealed steals just in the closing minutes when the game was up like 25 points and there was no reason to do it.
I don't regret trading Chris Paul. Let's
It was
put
a
that out
revenge
there.
game.
It's not a revenge game. He's going to get hurt again. He's
Joel
$58.
Joel moves to 6-1. Steven gets his second loss, a losing streak for Stephen Thornhill down to 5-2. Well, I mean, we'll get to it once we get to the standings. We'll move on for now. Adam beats CJ 7-3-1. CJ, what do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing, man. I'm just unhealthy. Adam putting up big numbers, and nothing I can do about it.
All right, well, I would like to thank you for setting your lineups all week this week.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Continue to do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you're going to need to this week.
Oh, don't worry, Joel. I'm gonna win this week.
Congratulations to Adam. He moves to 5-2 in a tie with Steven for second place. Pay attention. That 5-2 record's going to come up
Several times.
a couple more times. Spoiler alert. We'll move on. To my matchup. I win 6-3-2. We'll just pull it up here for confirmation. I put up 761 points this week.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, and Bobby Cov's friend is not going to get shot next week. So he'll be back to scoring prime. We're looking for 800. I feel bad for my opponent next week.
I couldn't do the joke.
Matthew Hobert, what you lost, Blake Griffin, and then traded away Turner, although I believe that was a good trade. 2 first rounds, well done.
Yeah.
You stood no chance this week. Sorry, buddy. I moved to 4-3, end my 3-game losing streak. I'm very excited about that. Matthew moves to 2-5.
That's rough.
That's rough. Matt's had some unfortunate events. Looking at his roster at the start of the season, we said if he could stay healthy, he could contend. But
He did not.
he did not stay healthy, and
not
he
stay
is not contending. Moving on. The next one is Neiman moving to 5-2 after beating Cody
There's that
8-3.
record.
There's that record again. Neiman got the triple-double, 8-3, no problems with Cody this week. Tied for first in the West with Mr. Stephen Thornhill at 5-2. Cody moves to 1-6.
Yeah. That seems to be the trend his team is going.
Exactly. And now the next two are probably two of my favorite lineups or matchups of the week. Kyle acquires his first win today, ending his 6-game losing streak, taking down Doug 5-4-2.
At the end of the day, Kyle, did you want the win? Should he have sat players?
Should he have sat players to lose? That's what I'm asking myself.
I don't know.
Oh, I respect it. There's now no zeros left in the records anywhere. There's nobody with no losses. There's nobody with no wins. Everybody has at least one. Anybody can win. Any given Sunday, as they say. Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
The next one is Eric beating a banged-up Simmons at home, 5-5-1. Now, I laid into Eric pretty hard last night in the Messenger about not setting his lineups on Saturday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I put him on probation. I asked him not to do it again. I gave him a formal warning in the league manager or the league group chat. I told him the league was not happy with his actions, and I asked him not to do it again. So I'm hoping Kill Him With Kindness really works out.
Nice.
But congratulations, Eric, for winning.
Yeah.
Simmons
tie.
in a tie, and
There's
Simmons.
that rule.
Fuck that rule.
Simmons moves to 5-2. That's now 4 times I've said 5-2. There's a 4-way tie for second, behind Joel Gibson. Eric, with this win, moves to 4-3 in a tie with Mr. Modest. With that record, everyone else has either 500 or less record than I didn't
Way
mention
less
above.
than 500.
Yeah, the bottom 5.
Wow.
So with that, we'll get into the commissioners list. Feel free to comment, although this week was kind of easy except for the bottom 4. Number 12, I still have Kyle, despite him getting his first win. I kind of wanted to move him up just to reward him, but I couldn't justify putting him over Cody or CJ, which are the next two. Cody is number 11. He plays me this week, and I'm just feeling myself at this point. We're pretty excited. Cody only has 1 win.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem. CJ is very interesting. He stays at 10 because he only has 1 win, but a win against the champ would be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Matthew is the number 9. After losing Blake Griffin, I had to move Matt down.
You always lose Blake Griffin. Why does he even play?
I totally understand, Steven. I gave up on Blake this year. I was always the Blake believer. He got Matt. Number 8, despite losing to Kyle, I put Doug. I just think he's better than Matt if Doug can be healthy. He didn't have Kemba this week, so it's tough.
That's big.
Yeah. Number 7, I have Eric after beating Simmons. Look at this man.
Yeah.
We all thought, he even said on draft night that he was tanking. He said on draft night he was tanking. He has a 4-3 record right now.
And John Wall's sitting.
John Wall is on
On
Kyle's
Kyle's
team.
team.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He doesn't have D'Lo now.
That's right.
But Greek has been playing out of his mind and has literally kept Eric in every defensive category just by himself. It is insane. Eric's been doing a nice job at attempting to cycle. I wish he would set his lineups. But that's what, you get probation. That's what you get. That's it. Don't make me make up punishments for you. I'm just saying, don't do it. Okay. Number 6, I have myself. I'm trending up. I really hit a bottom last week. I took 2 weeks in a row at 7, so
Yeah.
I'm trending up finally.
Ending your losing streak.
Ending the losing streak, turning over a new leaf. Voos is on fire. Lou Williams, good lord. All right. Number 5 is Neiman. Same spot he was in last week. I also have Adam at number 4. Same spot he was in last week. I have Stephen Thornhill at number 3. Same spot he was in last week.
Not better than number 3.
I have Simmons at number 2, despite taking the bad loss. He is still injured, but he has a pretty favorable matchup this week, so he can stay at number 2. Number 1 is Joel. After beating Steven, he's the only one with one loss, so I believe he deserves the number 1 spot, at least until he takes another loss.
Coming soon.
Let's hope so.
Nah.
Coming soon.
So with that,
We
we'll get
gonna stay
into
cozy right here.
next week's matchups. We'll start with the champs matchup.
Yeah.
Since there's 2 of you sitting here, we have CJ Ross at Joel Gibson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna say Joel Gibson. He's at home, but I will say I'm very interested. CP3 and Harden only play twice, and Jokic is out this week. So this maintenance week, we'll see if Gobert being out gets it done. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go with Joel though. Like I said, at home until proven otherwise.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to pick myself too. Donovan Mitchell's coming on. Torian Prince. He's going to get more minutes. They need him to play the 4 more. I think that's going to be nice. Chris Paul, full week of him. That's going to be nice too.
Who are
You're going
picking?
down, son.
I'm going to pick myself because I did the math, and if it was this week, I would have beat Joel 5-4-2. So suck it, Joel. Suck it.
5-4-2.
Yeah, 5-4-2, brother. That's what it's going to be.
I'm going to go with CJ.
Yeah, Steven doesn't want Joel to win. I get it. Hey,
Yeah, they don't want me to sweep this household.
Let's go.
I am rooting for CJ. I'm just playing the Vegas odds.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, we have Steven at Matt Hobart. This one's super interesting for me only because Matt is all of a sudden healthy now that he was able to move Blake. Willie Cauley-Stein went down last night. I haven't looked today to see what was going on. But the big thing for me is Steven's injuries. Who's going to be active? Who's going to play next week? And that's solely dependent
Well,
on
Whiteside and Conley aren't playing.
All right.
All week.
Then I'm going to say Matt can take 5 categories. He put me right on the brink. If you look at what he was putting up next to me, he actually had a really good week. And I just continue to pick against injury. I really think that that's a bigger problem than people are giving credit for. So
I mean, I picked Matt as well. Mostly because this is going to be a full week without Anthony Davis out there, and it's just going to be Boogie Cousins and Drew Holiday out there for that team.
just draining it.
Yeah, it's
Steven,
going to be a lot.
I'm going to pick me, obviously,
right?
because I'm a shit, and that's just how it goes.
All right, CJ?
I'm also going to go with Stevie. I'm going the underdog. I think Stevie's team is very well-rounded. I think.
You think Steven's team is the underdog this week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
obviously,
Because
you
you're
guys
at
start
home.
picking me.
Man,
Yeah,
has to
for
win
sure.
5
You're
categories.
number 3.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
the
number
underdog.
3. The underdog ranked at number
Just
3.
because Matt,
I'm the
Matt, like you said, Matt has a healthy team. He's at home, so all you have to do is
You
win
just
5
said Matt
categories.
was going to win. That makes me the one who...
Matt has a 2-5 record. You have a 5-2 record. You can't really say you're the underdog. I'm
Well,
all
then pick me.
Well, you're injured.
You're injured.
Okay, then don't pick me.
Well, I won't.
I didn't. Moving on. We'll move to the Mr. Modest at Cody matchup. Cody's still without Kawhi. We have no idea what the Golden State's playing versus not playing pattern is for Kevin Durant. So I think I'm going to win. I think I'm going to keep it rolling, and I'm going to get my 5th win.
Yeah, no Kawhi again.
That's all that needs to be said. All right. CJ.
I'm also going to go with the commission.
Super, yeah, Brandon. Go for it.
Excellent. I'm so glad I got a unanimous decision against a 1-6 team. Thank you, gentlemen. Moving on.
A new streak for you.
A new streak. We have Neiman at Doug. Doug, what happened this week? We were very excited. You got back on track with winning. And then Ben Simmons from the free throw line
My Lord.
earlier this week. I just don't know how to explain what happened.
How come Ben?
Hackabed. Hackabed may be a real thing. That was atrocious.
Yeah, bro.
I'm going to pick Neiman here to keep rolling. His team is putting up great numbers, and Embiid has been great. Favors has been great with Gobert out, so as long as that continues to happen,
Westbrook just threw up a triple-double. He
yeah.
likes to do that in spurts, you know?
Yep, and Neiman is the away team, so that just makes the triple-double even that much more important. It'll be Westbrook versus Simmons. Who's going to get more triple-doubles?
Green versus Doug.
He's
Yeah.
saying, like,
Simmons. Ben Simmons. I'm sorry, Simmons. Ben Simmons. We're talking about Doug's team, Ben Simmons. Okay.
Everything's been settled.
I think.
Yeah, I'm picking Neiman.
Neiman?
Neiman.
Neiman as well?
Mhm.
Excellent.
I mean, Doug just took a pretty bad loss to Kyle. So.
I agree. The next one is the superhero Kyle at Simmons. We're going to see how far Simmons' team will go down without Davis as well. Simmons is beat up. He did find a way to trade away Millsap and get some value.
Yeah.
So kudos on that. He had to play Lonzo tonight after losing Paul George. 2 for 17 from the
Wow.
field. I know I'm bringing this up now as opposed to their lineup, but I do have to mention this. He throws Lonzo ball out there, and Lonzo couldn't make a shot.
Lonzo bomb.
Lonzo bomb. Boo!
And also, Lonzo was just getting balled out there by Jamal Murray last night.
Oh man, the dribble around at the end of the game was fantastic. I think Simmons still wins. He's the home team.
Yeah.
Kyle made an acquisition of Turner, so that's kind of interesting. As long as Simmons can put enough players out there to beat him, I'm going to pick Simmons.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I think Paul George is going to perform better most nights than tonight. So, I'm picking Simmons.
I'm gonna go with Simmons just because they only have to win 5 categories against Kyle.
Same.
Pretty unanimous this week, I will say. Next is a really compelling matchup. The 4-3 Eric is at the 5-2 Adam.
I'm picking Adam.
I am too.
Yeah.
Adam is putting up really, really good numbers, and he has been. We say it every week how he's very, very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam.
that's it. That's all I
That's
got.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a chance that we could be surprised, but
I don't know, man. Like with Adam only having to take 5 categories, I don't think it can be that surprising.
Giannis can always just do something.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because Adam isn't necessarily strong at defensive categories. CJ exposed that this week.
It's true.
So, if Eric maybe runs a little cycle or something, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't really have anything else. Pretty quick week this week. Moving on to week 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The champ's on top again.
He's not gonna be
Finally.
after next week though.
Took you long now.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you.
See you
See
later,
ya.
guys. You're going down, Joel.